Good morning and welcome to the homework video for Thursday, May the 14th for 5th grade. So to start off, I did say that I would potentially go back and look at these two problems. So for number 4 and number 5, we started with 12 books here. If we add one more layer, that would give us 16 books. We can do 16 times 80 to get 1,280 cubic inches for number 4. For number 5, I know it's a little bit difficult to tell on my screen, but if you have a printout of this, it should be a little bit easier to see. There will end up being 3 times 3 boxes for each layer. So that means there are 9 boxes on the bottom layer. So 324 cubic inches times 9 boxes gives us this. If we triple the number of boxes we have in here, we will end up with 6 layers. So 2,916 times 6 will give us 17,496 cubic inches for our answer. And so I'm kind of doing something similar as we keep going. Number 2 for the homework, there are 8 boxes here. Each of those boxes contains 500 cubic centimeters. And so we can multiply to get 4,000. I have 3 layers deep. So take my first answer, multiply it by 3 to get 12,000 cubic centimeters for my answer. For number 3, we're working with 10 boxes here in the front times 40 cubic inches per box to get a total of 400. We are 5 layers deep, which is going to give us an answer of 2,000 cubic inches. For number 4, we are going to have 16 boxes in the front times 20 cubic inches, which is going to give us 320. 320 times 3 will give us 960 cubic inches. So again, the 3 being the number of layers. For number 5, I chose to, again, do the same thing. So 120 cubic centimeters times 6 boxes in the front gives us 720. We are 5 layers deep. That total is going to give us 3,600 cubic centimeters. So what I chose to do was take my volume times the number of layers to start with, and then multiply it by my number of boxes on each layer, just because I thought that would be a little bit easier to work with. So doing 20 times 16 compared to doing 48 or 60 times 16. Again, you could kind of reorganize the numbers if you wanted to do 20 times 3 to get 60, 60 times 16. Again, our final answer we're looking at should be 960 cubic inches. And so for number 1 on the back, what I chose to do was go this direction this time. So I counted the number of boxes that we would have. Oh, I'm sorry, this direction. So we would end up having 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 to get my 10 times 1,200, which would be 12,000, and then 2 layers. Sorry, I got stumped for a second trying to figure out where that first number came from because I didn't write all 3 numbers down. So 24,000 would be the answer for that. For our next problem, number 2, we are again going to do our volume times the number of boxes in our first layer that's showing. That will give us 540. We are 4 layers deep, and that will give us a total of 2,160 cubic inches. For number 3, the sets of factors that I can multiply: 16 times 1 times 1, 8 times 2 times 2, or sorry, 8 times 2 times 1, 4 times 4 times 1, and 2 times 2 times 4. And again, all of these are interchangeable, so I could put the 16 in the middle, or I could put the 8 in the middle, or I could put the 4 over here, or I could start with a 4. Again, those are the sets of numbers that I could multiply together, my groups of 3 factors, that when I multiply those numbers together, I'm going to get the answer 16. So there are 4 different combinations of factors that I could use. And then number 4, we have 12 cubes. Each of those are worth 1 cubic inch, and so that would give us our answer. Number 5, 20 gallons times 4 quarts in a gallon would give us 80. And number 6, 5 kilometers times 1,000 would give us 5,000 meters. So those are the homework problems for today. Again, I will have a new lesson and homework video for that lesson coming out on Friday. So hope you have a wonderful day. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in Google Classroom or reach out to your classroom teacher. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow.